Welcome back guys to another episode. In this episode, we're pulling apart the motor. To start, we're going to take the distributor off, probably going to take the intake manifold off and leave the carburetor on it. But, I mean, it has to come off anyway, so we might just be taking it off. Also, we've got to take the exhaust manifolds off. This bolt right here has been stripped, so I'm going to have to just weld a nut onto him. All right. Oof. Oh, you ruined your gasket. And you put a leaf in the motor.
It's wrecked now.
Good old leaf. Look at that milkiness. Ooh. Beautiful. Alright. Let's get this rock cut off. Oh, it's dripping. Milky. Wonder what happened to the motor. You can actually see the condensation. There's water sitting in there. Alright, let's keep going. How's this side? Pretty much the same, just a bit milky. These corrosion here, the motor was actually like that the first time we opened it up over a year ago. So it doesn't actually look like it's gotten any worse, which is nice. So just need to hope everything's good inside. That's why the bucket's there. Alright, head one coming off. Look at all that coolant. Fresh. Oh, dude. Wow. So there's a bit of water in the cylinder. I like the floaties. It's like a cockroach shell almost. Look at that shit. Oh, what's that? What the fuck is that? Jesus. This is what happens when you get water in your intake. Nice blue coolant. Alright, let's see how much gunk is in this side. Oh, actually looks not too bad on this side. Looks like coolant. Just coolant in there. Yeah. But this side actually looks really nice. Whereas this side, it's really bad. Also, we took some of the water out of here and you can see on this cylinder wall there's some nice corrosion stuck to it. This cylinder should be the worst one. So we'll see when we get the pistons out. We're going to see how this oil is. See the beautiful colour. Oh, that should have drained quicker. Look how milky that is.
I kind of want a King William chocolate from Boost now.
Lovely.
Delicious. I feel like that's coming anyway. everyone. Hello, Mr. Oil Filter. Hello. The seal is rusty.
Where? Oh yeah, the seal is rusty.
But there is actually metal in them.
Yeah.
Not there.
Yeah, not there. Tiny bit of slop in the chain. You know. Just a little bit. Did I put a new chain on this?
No.
Ah. Maybe that's a little bit.
Yeah, that
You twisted a bit.
because we know that the cam bearings will be pristine and we won't want to mark them in any way, shape or form.
No. They are pristine. Sliding on out of there. There we go. How's it look?
Case hardening's coming off the tips of the lobes a little, but it's not that bad. Actually, I mean, it's rubbish. You should get a cam.
Looks like there's some scoring in the bearings in there, but we actually didn't put bearings in this.
No.
If it falls off the hinges down, I want to be able to show it. How rusty this is. Look at those flakes. Painted this when it went in, except I didn't rust convert the rust. So definitely going to do that this time and then repaint it. If it lasts a bit longer than a year or so. Oh, I don't need a pry bar. I've got a pry bar on this side.
Oh, God.
What?
Just the rust that fell off it.
Don't know if you'll be able to see. Yeah. Might be able to see in the bearing there. There's like some small holes with stuff's like embedded itself. There's little spots. So there's actually stuff in the bearing. You can feel it, little bits. So no gouges or anything in the bearing.
okay. Not enough that they would be making a noise. Even the thrust washer isn't too bad.
Yeah. It's weird. There's definitely a lot of shit embedded in them. Got the motor completely apart. As you can see, there's that white stuff is some corrosion in there. This one was actually the really bad one when we first rebuilt it. But it actually doesn't look too bad now. You can still see a bit of corrosion in there. But it's not too bad. And it's gonna have to all get honed anyway. So here's one of the heads. As you can see, there's some corrosion around this exhaust valve. So that's where some water came in. There's also a lot of water around both of those valves. It's actually corroding pretty badly. You can see it. We're gonna see how much it's gonna cost to get these, get new seats put in. Also, you know, to deck the head and stuff. Probably a few other things might need to be done. But I might just end up buying some new heads. They're not too expensive. And you know, these are pretty rusted and all the seats need to be done. So we cleaned up one of the pistons. Don't know if you can see that, but it says 30 thou. So these are actually 30 thou pistons. So they're definitely not the stock ones that were in there. And the bearings we know were 20 thou from last time we rebuilt it. All the mains and small end bearings and main bearings were all 20 thou over. So they're probably gonna have to be bored to about 60 thou over on the block, because this cylinder we actually bored last time quite a lot. So we're just thinking that it's probably gonna have to get to about 60 thou. So we're gonna have to get new pistons. We can keep the same rods. We might have to go 30 thou over on the bearings, just depends. We'll let the machine shop decide that. And then also the cam, not too bad. Some of the actual lobes are starting to flatten out a little bit. So we're also gonna get that checked. We're also gonna get new lifters and stuff. So there's quite a bit to do. So the next step's just to take this to a machine shop and see what they say about it. Take all the bearings and the crankshaft, camshaft and everything, and get a price on how much it's going to be to get all the machine work done. We're thinking maybe some coolant was getting into the oil, because the coolant reservoir was completely empty when I emptied it. It was definitely full the last time we took it out. Maybe it was water got in through the carb, or maybe it was just coolant. So we also got to find where that went in. So yeah, none of them look like they're spun or anything, so just feel very gritty, like 2000 grit sandpaper. So definitely getting all new ones of that, and we'll have to get the crankshaft linished. Hopefully we can stay at 20 thou, but we'll see. Anyway, that's going to do it for this episode, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Thought we were going to actually find a bit more damage, like a spun bearing or something, but that oil was pretty bad, so it's definitely an issue, and the motor had to come out to get fixed. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button and subscribe. Until next time, see ya.